There is a question that has stalked human consciousness from ancient cave painters to modern scientists. And it is the only question that finally matters. Who am I? Not what I do, not where do I come from, not what will become of me, but who in this very instant is the one asking. Who's the one asking, who am I? And there's a season in life when the question stops being philosophical and becomes the most urgent inquiry a human being can ever take. I have come to think of it as the final chapter, the part of the arc where the body begins to remind us that it was always a temporary arrangement, and the mind, if it is honest, begins to wonder what, if anything, remains. This is the territory of my forthcoming book, Awakening in the Final Chapter. And the more I sit with what I want to say in those pages, the more I find myself returning to a hymn that a young boy is said to have spoken 1200 years ago on the banks of the Narmada river. His name was Shankara. He could not have been more than 8 years old. He had walked toward a cave where the sage Govinda Bhagavad Pada sat in meditation. The sage opened his eyes and asked the child a single question: who are you? The boy's reply became 6 stanzas that we now call the Atma Ṣaṭkam, or the Nirvāṇa Ṣaṭkam, the song of the self, the song of liberation. In about 200 Sanskrit syllables, the child dismantled the entire architecture of human identity and revealed what remains when every false answer has fallen away. So I'm not going to walk you through the entire hymn, but essentially Adi Shankara takes us through all misidentifications and ends up with what remains. I am Cidānanda, consciousness bliss. Shivoham, Shivoham, I am Shiva. This is not grandiosity, it's what the Kashmiri Shaiva sage Abhinava Gupta called pratyabhijna, recognition, recognition. The self you have been seeking is the self that has been doing the seeking. The awareness that is listening to these words or possibly reading these words is not your private property. It is the same awareness that looks out through every pair of eyes, that lights up every galaxy. So my book, The Final Chapter, then, is not the closing of a story. It is the moment where the story becomes transparent and the storyteller is recognized as the deathless space in which every story has always appeared. Sit quietly, notice the thoughts arise and pass. Notice that even the sense of being you is itself something noticed. And ask very gently, who is noticing? That noticing has a name. Possibly, though every name fails at it. Shankara called it Cidānanda. The sages called it Shiva. In the book, I simply call it the awakening that was always here. And that's what Awakening in the Final Chapter is about. But it is also about every chapter in our life. Because every chapter in our life has a beginning and an ending. Let me share a short meditation with you, okay? Find a quiet place. You do not need to sit in any special posture. A chair is fine, like the one I'm sitting on. Let the eyes close or let them rest softly on a single point. Take one slow breath in and let it out without controlling it. Take another and a third. Now notice that the breath is breathing itself. You're not doing it. Something deeper than you is doing it, and it has been doing it since the moment of your first cry. Bring your attention to the body. Feel its weight. Feel the places where it touches the chair, the floor, the cushion. Notice any sensation, warmth, coolness, tingling, heaviness, ache. And now ask very gently, who is noticing the body? Do not answer with the mind. Just let the question hang in the air, like incense. Bring your attention to sound. The hum of a room, a distant voice, the soft pulse of your own heartbeat in the ear sometimes, and ask again, who is hearing? Notice that the hearing is happening on its own. You're not manufacturing it. Sound is arising in awareness, and awareness is simply present, the way the sky is simply present behind every passing cloud. Now turn toward thought. Watch the next thought arrive. Watch it linger. Watch it dissolve. And another will come. Let it come. Let it go. Ask, who is watching the thoughts? The thoughts are objects. They appear and disappear in a space that does not appear and disappear. That space is what you are. Now bring to mind gently the truth of every final chapter, of every embodied being. The body that you have carried through every season of this life, the body that has loved, walked, danced, embraced, suffered, recovered, this body will one day be set down. Not today, perhaps, but one day. Notice where the fear arises. If it does, do not push it away. Let it be held in the same awareness that is holding the breath, the sound, and the thought. And ask with as much honesty as you can summon. Who is afraid? The one who fears is a thought, a story, a character in the play. The one who is aware of the fear was never born and cannot die. Rest here, not in an idea, not in a belief. Rest in the simple fact of awareness. The open, silent, knowing presence that has been here through every moment of your life, through every joy, through every loss, through every illness, and every recovery, through every night you could not sleep, and every morning you woke to the light. This awareness was here before your name was given to you. It will be here when the name is no longer needed. It is here now. Whisper silently in the chamber of the heart. I'm not the body that ages. I'm not the mind that wanders. I'm not the story that is ending. I'm the awareness in which the body, the mind, and the story have always appeared. I was never born. I cannot die. I am Cidānanda, consciousness and bliss. Shivoham, Shivoham. Stay long as you wish here. There's no way to go. There never was. And when you're ready, relax, let your eyes open, let the world return, but notice gently, without grasping, that the awareness which was here in the silence is the same awareness now looking out at the world. It does not come and go. It is the one thing in your experience that has never left, and it is who you are. So carry this with you into the rest of the day. into the next conversation, into the next meal, into the next moment of difficulty or delight. The final chapter is not the end of the story. It is the chapter in which the storyteller is finally recognized. And that storyteller is you. Om Shanti. Shanti, Shanti.